What's up everyone, Doyler here, and today I'm going to cover the basics of what an E5 hero is and how to build them. I've been getting a lot of questions recently, especially with the Gate of the Void release, as it does take one E5 hero to unlock. So just to get started, an E5 hero is one of these heroes right here. This indicates that they've been enabled and that they've hit E5. I'm going to show you today how you actually go about building one, as well as the costs associated with it and how many heroes it's going to take. First, to build an E5 hero, you're going to have to start with fusing two 5-star heroes into a 6-star hero in the creation circle. Now I want you to note that no hero that starts at 4 stars can become a 10-star hero or further. So as you can see, Norma goes from a 4-star hero to a 5-star hero. She can be made from a 5-star hero into a 6-star hero, but once you get her to 9 stars, you cannot enable her any further and she will be stuck there. That means only heroes that are naturally occurring at 5 stars can become eventually an E5 hero. So today we're going to start with an Ignis copy and build her all the way up to E5, and I'll cover the costs along the way. So first up, we've got our 2 copies of Ignis. So to make a 6-star hero requires 2 specific copies of that hero, as well as 4 copies of any other hero from that same faction. So we'll grab 4 of these food heroes. I'm going to be using this term food hero a lot during this video. Basically that means a hero that either A is always useless or B is useless for your account. So for example, Ignis is a useful hero. I would never feed an Ignis to build a higher power hero outside of Ignis, and so on. So we're going to use these 2, and now we have a 6-star Ignis. After 6-star, you want to go 7, 8, 9, and so on, obviously. To upgrade from a 6-star hero to a 7-star hero, you awaken them with this button right here. That said, as you can see, it says, please evolve your hero to the max tier for awakening. To do that, you need to fill all of these little dots right here, and they'll turn purple. So you'll level your hero up to 30. You'll click that button. I'm going to speed through some of this, and I'll stop it before the last one. The process repeats itself until you get to level 100. So every 10 levels until 60, then 20 levels, and then I'm going to slow it down now. So once you upgrade from 80 to 100, you'll get one more button once you click this upgrade, and it's your evolution panel. It's going to cost 1,000,000 gold and 2,000 promo stones just for this one, and you'll get that last little purple hexagon, and you will be the max tier. So now if you click this, you're able to awaken the hero. This means taking them from 6-star all the way up to eventually 9-star. So from 6-star to 7-star, it takes 4 heroes from the same faction. The class and the specific hero don't matter. So we'll just grab 4 of those. And again, I used 4 food heroes. Then to go from 7-star to 8-star, it requires 3 5-star heroes from the same faction and a 6-star hero. So just like we made this 6-star Ignis, before starting this, it made a 6-star Illyria, who again is another food hero. So we'll grab that Illyria. I'm going to save these destroyers for a second. And then we'll grab 3 more of what I consider food heroes, starting with some of those destroyers. Now we have an 8-star Ignis. Next up, obviously 9-star. Note that 9-star is the first step after 6-star that requires another copy of that hero. So we'll grab one of these Ignis, another 6-star food hero, and 2 more 5-stars. So that means to make it all the way to a 9-star hero, you need 3 copies of that specific hero in addition to all of your food. After you get to 9-star, you can go from your 9-star to 10-star awakening. So this is going to require 2 more copies of your hero for a grand total of 5, another 6-star hero, and a 9-star food hero. Now you can either obtain this as a puppet through something like Celestial Island, or you can obtain this by making your own 9-star food hero, similar to what I did with this Ignis. In this case, I made a 9-star Deathsworn, so let's go ahead and select him and feed him and awaken Ignis all the way to 10-star. Now 10-star used to be the old cap long years ago, and it is the max that you can awaken a hero. After you awaken a hero, you are able to enable them, which unlocks higher stats, obviously, on this panel, but also different tiers of skills. So you'll get E1 skills, E2 skills, E3, E4, and E5. Finally, at E5, you are able to unlock that Gate of the Void. To go from 10-star to E1 requires yet another 9-star food hero. In this case, for my account, I'm using Heartwatcher. Generally speaking, Heart Watcher's not a food hero, but I already have an E4 Heart Watcher on my account. And one more copy of that specific hero, in this case Ignis, bringing us to 6 total copies, plus the promo stone requirement. So that gives us higher level cap, higher stats, and the first enabled skill, where you can choose on this page from a total of 3 for each tier except for E5, which is only 2. So, again, to enable the next level, you click the spinning circle, and to go from E1 to E2 requires one more 9-star food hero, in my case Sigmund, and one more copy of that specific hero. So now we are at 7 copies of the hero to get us all the way to E2. Once we get that, again, stats, skills, nothing new here. E2 to E3 is a little different, as it's the first enabled tier that does not require a specific hero copy. So if you have 7 copies of any hero, in this case Ignis, you can stop at E2 or E3, as the E2 to E3 upgrade only requires a 10-star hero along with those promo stones. So in my case, I'm going to feed a Cthulhu because he's not useful for me. Generally speaking, Cthulhu is not a food hero, but it will vary from account to account. So now I have an E3 Ignis. Now, E4 requires another 10-star hero and the 8th copy of your specific hero. In my case, I made Edga as food, and I'm going to use that Ignis. And the way you make your 10-star food heroes is the same way that I made this 10-star Ignis beforehand. There's nothing different other than the fact that you want to use heroes that you'll never use again. Last but not least, E4 to E5 is the same requirements as E3 to E4. One 10-star hero, one copy of that hero, and 20,000 promotion stones. So that means to go from 5-star to E5, you require 9 specific copies of a hero in addition to all of that food. So let me quickly set up my Ignis' skills, and I'll show those off briefly. So Tier 1 and Tier 3 are this, or Tier 1 and Tier 4 are the same. You can choose from an HP buff, an attack buff, or a speed, attack, and HP buff. What you select on these will depend from hero to hero. You can reach out to me in Discord, watch other videos, read guides. There's far too much to cover for this video, but I know for my Ignis I want the HP for both of these. Tier 2, you can either get a crit damage reduction, increased damage bonus, or an increased effect of being healed. In Ignis' case, I want this one. Tier 3 is the first really exciting enable, as you can choose for an end of round self-heal, an end of round attack buff, or Purify, which is a huge power spike. You can remove one random debuff or control effect from your heroes. I'm grabbing that. I already know I want this one. And E5 is another incredible power jump, because you have Balanced Strike, which is either self-heal or a small damage bonus, or you have Unbending Will. This is that little circle shield you've seen in front of heroes in a lot of videos. Basically, your hero becomes immune from fatal damage for 4 extra attacks before they can finally die. So note that all you had to do is get a hero to level 100 to start this process, so you can have a level 100 E5 hero. That said, the level cap is 330 if you have not cleared any Aspen Dungeon difficulties, and this will go all the way up to 350 if you've cleared Aspen Dungeon Death 100. So now I'm going to go over this infographic, as it's going to sum up the cost for you and put it into perspective as far as what you're going to need. So the first half is going to be from 4-star all the way up to 10-star. So to go from a 4-star to 5-star hero, which can only be used as food, you can never enable them, takes 8 4-star heroes, 2.6 million spirit, and 5.6 million gold. Next up, to make a 6-star hero, it takes 6 5-star heroes. To make a 7-star hero, it's another 4 5-star heroes. 7 is that 6-star and 3 5-stars, and so on. The most important part of this graphic, other than those spirit and gold costs for leveling up, is going to be that far right column. That sums up the total number of 5-stars you need to get to each tier. So to build our 6-star Ignis, we needed 6 5-star heroes, all the way up until 10-star Ignis took 64 5-star heroes. Now that's total, so that's going to be 59 food heroes and 5 copies of Ignis. Then, if we look at the second half of this chart, we see all of the enabling tiers. So in the end, to build an E5 Ignis, it takes 316 5-star heroes. Ignoring the 9 will take you 307 food heroes and 9 copies of Ignis. This is why an E5 hero takes so long to build and so much food is required. This is also why I tell you to focus on one E5 carry hero at a time. Other than that, the total cost to level them from 0 to 330 is 646 million spirit and 267 million gold. So hopefully this explains how you build that E5 hero, and now you will be able to build one of your own and unlock that Gate of the Void. For more of my beginner guides, you can check out this playlist in the top left corner. And if you want to see my video on glorious relics, as well as how you can earn and how you should be spending them, you can check out this video up here. Other than that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to help grow the channel.